Hey, Westbrook Elementary. I'm Jessica Brooks, the principal of Westbrook, and I'm here to talk to you today about my vision for the school and how excited I am. So I'm going to go through this presentation. This was the one I did in person yesterday. And if you weren't able to be there or you're watching again, I welcome you. I'm very excited to share. So this is a picture of the school when it's finished. It's beautiful. And I'm just going to talk about the vision and how we get there today. So let's get started. So I'm beginning with the mission of Westbrook Elementary, and it's to provide an environment where we feel both challenged and supported. We will know it's okay to fail and to try again. We'll be curious to learn more, and we will always ask, what if we can? And the purpose behind that question is we are opening a new school, and with every new school, there are going to be challenges, and we're going to come up against roadblocks, but we're always going to come with the mindset, what if we can? How can we find a way and solve the problem? So I'm excited to have that mindset with all of you. There are 5 things I'm going to talk about today. They are the community, or the heart of the school, the staff and relationships and how we build a sense of belonging and connection, our academics, and at Westbrook, we're focusing on building resilience. I'll talk a lot about that. 4 is our culture, or the personality of the school. And then finally, the communication and information will be shared frequently, and I'll talk about what you can expect from me. So let's get started. First, we have the Westbrook community. And as you know, we're new. We're a new school. We're a new community, literally new houses, new people moving in, new neighbors, and all of that is so exciting. I moved into my house by Orchard Ranch Elementary as it was being built. We were one of the first houses on our street, and it was so fun to watch the school, be excited for it, but also meet the new neighbors coming in. And as we all know, there's something exciting about being new. So that's going to be fun. And then, of course, we're all working together, everyone. So we have staff working together, parents, that's you, the kids, and the community, literally. I'm so excited that we have the neighborhood across the street, the adult community. Heritage, I think, is the name. And they are I'm going to knock on doors there and say, hey, do you want to come be part of our school? Do you want to volunteer in our classrooms and be part of it? We have new retail center that opened up. How exciting is that to have a place to grab coffee and grab lunch? I want to get them involved. So I'm excited to get everyone working together for this school. Then, of course, the school family partnership is so important. I want you to know what's going on. You are part of the learning. You're going to make up our PTC, our parent teacher club, and we are all going to work together with the same mindset and goals. And then the next part of our community, I like to say we're part of the whole, meaning we are the elementary school, Westbrook Elementary, along with other elementaries. And then we have our middle schools being Chilton and Cooley. And then we have our awesome high school, West Park High School. And I want our students to know what part they play in that whole picture, right? They're in elementary, but they're going to be middle schoolers and then high schoolers. So I want our kids on those campuses, and I want those kids on our campuses. And then we're building friendships and traditions. Like I said, we're new and we're building all of this together. You're going to hear me say how excited I am too many times, but I am. I can't wait to meet all of you and build relationships with you, and also build the traditions that make Westbrook what it is. And then finally, I believe the school is the heart of the community. So the school is nothing without the community. The community makes the school, and all of your participation, all of your help. But I believe that the school is the pulse of the community. If we're doing great things and we're excited, it's going to permeate out into the neighborhood and the community, and we're all going to feel great and be excited. Community is so much more than belonging to something. It's about doing something together that makes belonging matter. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make everyone want to be a part of Westbrook and be excited to be a part of Westbrook. And then we have the essential and most important piece of building our staff and building relationships. I have chosen our staff for 2 reasons. The first is they truly care, and the second is that they are curious. And why do I use only those two things as important factors in my hiring? So first, I know a staff member truly cares if if they're excited to go to work every day and they talk about the funny stories and the funny things their kids do, and they truly want to know their kids. They ask them about what they like to do, what they do on the weekends. They build a relationship, and they're curious. So what does that mean? We use the term lifelong learner and loves to learn. It's the same thing. They're curious and they always want to learn more, and they're inspired to try it in their classroom. So between these two things, they're going to know your child, they're going to know what they need, and they're not going to stop until they learn everything they need to know, because they're so curious to figure out how to get them to grow and learn. If there's a problem that your child's having trouble with, they're going to find out how to help that child. They're going to do research, they're going to try new things, and then be so excited when they see your child make growth. They just can't wait to help your child and find out a way to do it. And I'm so excited to see this happen. They also know the mission of Westbrook Elementary and the role they play in that mission. I think it's so important that we all know where we fit and how we can help the school. Relationships matter. Students need to know that their teachers love and value them. Children will work harder for you if they trust you and feel loved. And this is a district-wide focus. We know how important relationships are. And if a child feels loved, they will achieve more. I've seen it happen with my own eyes. So we expect nothing less at Westbrook. We teach resilience at Westbrook, and this is so important to me. Resilience is a skill, which is exciting. It means that every student can learn it, every adult can learn it and practice it, and we will. There are 3 R's to resilience. The first one is reasoning. Reasoning are those skills we teach your child on a daily basis. They are the essentials, the standards that you see on your child's report card, like they're meeting them or they're approaching them. So those are what we teach on the daily. Those are the skills we give. And we're going to make sure your child is doing everything to meet those standards. So when they have those standards, even if they're working towards them, we are going to teach resilience. Now, resilience is the grit, the willing to try, take a risk, fail, and try again. And this is so important as we hand our children off as we put them out into the world. We want them to face challenges and find a way to overcome them. And as a staff, we're also going to have this as our focus and be practicing this too. And then finally, responsibility. A resilient student knows that they have responsibility for their learning and their life and their world around them. They're academically responsible, so they know that they have to work hard to learn, they have to participate, and they are part of their learning, which is a very, very important skill. I'm trying to teach this to my high schooler who says his biology grade is bad because his teacher's bad. No, he needs to take responsibility for his learning, and we're working on that in the Brooks household. And they are personally responsible. They know that their actions have an effect on those around them, and they're in charge of their actions. And then finally, their social responsibility. They play a role in their community, and what they do affects others. And that will be a big thing that we do at Westbrook. We have some things that we're going to look at our community and talk about how we are affecting the community around us. So I'm excited to see that happen. Resilient people look at the problem and say, what is the solution and what is it trying to teach me? And this is what all of us at Westbrook this is the mindset we will have as we face challenges. And I've mentioned before, there are going to be things, and we're going to overcome them together. So next is the culture of the school. And this is one of my favorite things. The culture is the personality of the school. It's the feeling you get when you walk on the campus and see, like when you're greeted in the front office and how welcomed you are, the pride everyone feels to be part of Westbrook. But the exciting thing is that we are creating this together. I can't take the culture I know from the school I'm at right now and just put it on Westbrook. It doesn't work that way. We create it together. And when we're creating it, we're going to keep in mind all of these beliefs that I've mentioned along the way, make sure that we follow them. And those are that we work together. We put kids first. we're curious, and we're resilient. So when we come up with a new activity, we have to ask ourselves, does it meet our beliefs? And does it create the culture that we want at Westbrook? I am so excited to create this positive, learning, resilient culture together, and putting the students first. We'll always ask, does this benefit the students? This is one of my favorite quotes, and Phil Boyd I've done work with Phil Boyd. He's a culture specialist, and he's also worked with our district. And but he says every school has a culture, some by default and some by design. And we are in the process of designing our culture. We only get to do that once, and we get to do that now, and we get to do it together. So I'm thrilled to walk that walk with all of you. Then finally, the last piece, communication. So I communicate often, and there are two things that if you dedicate yourself to watching and reading, you will know everything that's happening on campus. But before I get to that, we're in kind of an exciting time right now where the school is being constructed, and I will be sending videos of construction updates. And as we order furniture, I'm going to show you what that looks like. As we order staff, as we hire staff, I'm going to introduce them to you so you know who they are. When a classroom is ready to go, I'm going to show you a picture of that so that everyone can get excited about what's happening and what's to come, and they can kind of picture it, because that helps as we start something new. But once we get in the swing of things, you can always expect from me a video on Friday. I send a video of the exciting things that have happened that week, what's coming. I also like to explain some of the information you get from the district, because I feel like if you read it, sometimes you don't really understand the why or think it pertains to you. But I like to explain what's coming and why it does pertain to you. So I find that helpful. But I also want you to know, because I'm a working mom, and I don't get to my other kids' schools very often. And if you're a working parent as well, the video allows you to know me, the person that is with your child every day and working and running the school, if you will. So I want you to know who I am. And then I also send a blog every Sunday. So the video comes out Friday and the blog comes out every Sunday. And that's all the links and the information that you need to know. So if you do those two things, you're going to know what's happening. Your teachers will also send information as well. But communication is really important to building the team feeling, which is important to me. So clear and ongoing communication can promote a positive culture of collaboration, making all stakeholders feel connected as a team, like I said. So communication is very important, and it also goes both ways. I want you to come talk to me if you have ideas or questions or anything. Please, my door is always open, and I love to hear from all of you. So I end this presentation again with the mission of Westbrook Elementary. It's to provide an environment where we feel both challenged and supported. We will know it is okay to fail and try again. We'll be curious to learn more, and we will always ask, what if we can? Thank you for watching the presentation today, and I can only hope that you're as excited as I am for the opening of Westbrook and everything that's to come. Have a great day.